don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hey guys, we are back for another video. I think I like this a lot better. I can actually do more videos. But listen, I want to get into Married to Medicine now. I know I did a video earlier and the video was titled, I got to look at it. The video was titled, Dr. Heavenly Married to Medicine states that quad is fake. Now, y'all know Dr. Heavenly is a hot mess. She is always talking about her castmates. But honey, listen, I did a video several weeks ago and I had told you all, and y'all, some of y'all was all in my comments like, yeah, Quad this, Quad had this, would be, when she got on Married to Medicine. So listen, for all of you that thought y'all knew, I'm going to show y'all this video, but I'm going to break it down for y'all because y'all be thinking y'all be knowing stuff and y'all really don't. I only talk about shows that I have watched since they started. That's why a lot of shows I don't talk about because I have not developed that kind of, but being familiar with those, certain shows. But Married to Medicine, I have watched Married to Medicine from the beginning. I also go back and rewatch old videos or old episodes just because over time you tend to forget information. So I'm going to break this down for people who think they know what they're talking about, okay, because y'all don't. Okay, when Quad came on Married to Medicine, she didn't have nothing. When y'all saw her in those episodes, she didn't have anything. Quad got on Married to Medicine because she was staying with Mariah. Now, she ended up obviously, Mariah hooked her up with Dr. G, but when Quad started staying with Mariah, she didn't know Dr. G. So if you guys remember, so obviously if you are not day one people for Married to Medicine, when I say day one, I mean episode 1, season 1, you watched all the shows. If you recall, this is not episode 1, but you guys would recall Mariah and Quad, they fell out, right? They fell out. So Mariah mentioned Quad talking to her, I think it was her cousin. Y'all remember that? If you day ones, you remember it. Well, let me refresh your memory. Mariah never brought it up. The only reason that Mariah brought it up is because when you in a heated exchange with people and they're throwing out stuff about you, then obviously you like, well, girl, so Mariah, Quad was messing with Mariah's cousin. I want to say her cousin. The boy ended up going to jail. Now, I remember this, so I know Dr. Heavenly is not lying. He ended up going to jail. They said Quad was evicted out of the house. When Quad came here, she did not have this job and all of this stuff y'all talking about. She did not. She was up here hustling, trying to get with whoever and probably trying to find a job, which eventually she did. I'm not, trying to say anything bad about her, but I'm talking the facts. These are the facts. So because y'all don't be knowing what y'all talking about, some of y'all, I'm going to bring up this video clip and we're going to watch it together. Of course, y'all know it's Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, she be telling everybody business. So let's jump into this video clip and then we're going to talk about it because y'all don't be listening. I be trying to tell y'all don't be listening. All right, so let's get into it, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You tried to renegotiate your contract. You really did. And it didn't work. And you came in 3-4 weeks later. Therefore, we didn't see you. That's why I was so happy to see her at the bridal shower. Because I didn't know if Quad was coming at all. So are you mad because of Sweet Tea being on the show? Or are you mad because you couldn't capitalize that Sweet Tea is on the show? That's my question. And I love Quad. I'm just saying. I want to know what the beef is, and I'm just breaking the fourth wall a little bit. But what's your beef, girl? Because when we finish filming, and this is a fact, Quad is not our friend off camera. Like, she don't call us, she don't reach out to us. She with the housewives girls, them girls that be going to the thing, and and they looking for men, and I get that they go to Kenya and Nairobi, Kenya, and all over there to Africa and try to find the men, and they, thirst trapping for the gram, and they naked and all of that. Quad with them women. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't calling no names, but you know who they are. Just look back at the pictures. But what I'm saying to you is Quad don't be with us after that. I speak to Simone, I speak to Jackie, I speak to Toya speaks to Simone. So inadvertently, we all keep up with each other. So when the cameras start rolling, Quad starts reaching back out or don't. This year, and I know Quad gonna be mad. I know she's gonna be mad, but this is my truth. This is what I really think. I had not heard from Quad since the reunion. Now, this is before I took a picture with Sweet Tea. I get that you're gonna use this as a scapegoat, saying, yeah, you took a picture with my Quad. Don't give a damn about that girl. She don't. I'm telling you, she don't. She didn't give a damn about that man, in my opinion. She might have at one point in time.
Do you think Quad ever loved Dr. G?
I don't know. You'd have to ask that. Because to me, I don't know. To me, for me, and I'm going to say this, and I always speak on Toya because Toya is a perfect example. If you love a man, do you disrespect them? Do you hide your money? Do you live a whole separate life? Do you do the things that people do if they love their husband, if they care about their husband? I don't think so.
What did she do to make you think she didn't love Dr. G?
She just didn't. I ain't going to say she didn't love the man. Now, you throw her. I just never thought she was just that into him.
Okay.
I just never, for me, knowing her, she might say she was at one point in time, but she said he was so mean to her that over time, she just, the love, even the like, or, it just went away. But like he says, he had been taking care of her since the day he met her. Now, if Mariah is a liar, I don't know. But Mariah said that she was living with her and then Dr. G took her in. Don't get the story wrong.
Mariahhuq allegedly said that Quad was living with her and her husband.
The word she used was homeless. Now, I don't think Quad was homeless in a sense that she didn't have a place to stay because she would have went back to Memphis and stayed with her mama. However, I think when Quad came here, she was staying with a dude who was Mariah's cousin. Y'all all know it. And the dude went to jail. And then they evicted her from the apartment. So she was in transition from a place to stay. She had to find a job. And Mariah, being that was her cousin and Quad and her were good friends, she took Quad in. So now when Quad met Dr. G took her in and started taking care of her. Now, I think they stayed in an apartment or they stayed, and then they moved in together before they got married and then they got the house. But I don't think he was lying when he said, I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. So if you feed a dog, they gonna grow to be fond of you. Carlos, I be trying to have a serious conversation with you about what's going on.
You cannot sit up here on this Apple Mac computer telling me.
Okay, y'all. So again, I try to tell y'all this, but y'all all in the comments like, Miss Quad, listen, I don't know Quad, so I don't have a reason to make up stuff. When Quad came on the show, when she came on the show and her and Mariah had that blow up, what Mariah said about Quad, those were facts. Quad was upset because she did not want the public to know. But the fact of the matter is, when she said Quad was homeless, what Dr. Heavenly stated was, a homeless person don't have anywhere to stay. So she was staying with Mariah. She didn't have a house here. Obviously, she was up here visiting and staying with Mariah. Yes, she could have went back home to her mother, but apparently she had moved up here. She did not have a house. So she was staying with Mariah. See, you guys don't know the impact of her and Mariah's relationship. And that is the reason why the fallout was so big, because think about it. You had a friend who moved to the city you live in. They don't have a house, or whatever the situation is. She was staying with Mariah. So you stand with somebody, and then all of a sudden, then Mariah creates this show, brings you on the show, and all of a sudden now you mad and you turn against her. Quad is a fraud. Like, that is who she is. Now let's think about this for a moment. Let's think about it. Okay. She stayed with Mariah. Mariah not only introduced her to a doctor, I mean, she ended up divorcing him, but at the end of the day, she was on Married to Medicine. Why? Because she was married to a doctor. So everything that happened for her, it was elevation, because Dr. G said, you just heard Dr. Heavenly say, Dr. G said, I have been taking care of you since I met you. That was in the episode. Y'all don't remember that either. So these are true facts. Again, what Dr. Heavenly stated was she didn't have a house, but saying that she's homeless is pretty much saying she didn't have anywhere to stay. Now, she probably could have went back and stayed with her mother, but she didn't. So that is why, you know, Heavenly said, so I don't know if I would want to say that she was actually homeless, right? So she was introduced to Dr. G by who? Mariah. So, but I want y'all to think about this. So the situation between her and Mariah, this is the same thing we are seeing how she's acting with the cast now. This is the same thing that Mariah was saying. But the issue between Quad and Mariah is Quad couldn't respect, you know, Mariah, because Mariah was the creator of the show. Y'all got to treat, you know, y'all got to give her flowers. She created that show, whether you like it or not. Just like you guys see, well, no, not them. But anyways, just like Shawnee O'Neal created Basketball Wives, similar, you know, so Mariah created the show. So not only did she create the show, she recruited them to be on the show. And then ultimately, she wasn't on the show because, you know, whatever happened. But at the end of the day, Quad was not her friend. After all she had did for her, she went against her as well. Again, Dr. Heavenly is saying Quad is not their friend. I told y'all that in another video that I did, that Quad is not really a good fit for this show. And we don't know if we're going to see her because, as Dr. Heavenly stated, Quad was not on the show because she tried to renegotiate her contract. As Dr. Heavenly just stated, it didn't work. So what that means is she missed out on 3 to 4 episodes. You get paid per episode. So not only did she miss out on getting paid, now you didn't get whatever you thought you were going to get, and now you're getting less money. So I believe that Quad is going to be phased out. As I told y'all in the last videos that I did, with this particular cast, they are really friends. Dr. Heavenly, you know, she'll throw you under the bus, but at the end of the day, they hang out when the camera is not rolling. You heard what Dr. Heavenly said. Quad is really not our friend. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, there it goes. Like, I gave y'all the information that I wanted to give y'all with regards to this situation. Now, I don't know what y'all gonna be saying in the comments and all of that foolery, but like I stated, I wanted to, you know, make sure that I had provided y'all that information. Because like I said, y'all be thinking that y'all be knowing what y'all be talking about. And a lot of y'all don't be knowing what the hell y'all be talking about. Because again, Quad Webb got on the show because of Mariah. Mariah created the show. As Mariah stated, she was living with her. And the whole blow up was Quad was coming for Mariah, but then when Mariah would speak truth on Quad, it was a problem. This is the same thing that's happening now. Y'all got to pay attention. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, okay? And I'll see y'all in the next video.